marathon tomorrow. It is my first half marathon and I am pretty excited. I'm actually not that nervous, but I don't think I can think about it for too long. I haven't ran more than 10 miles before. So 10 miles was my longest run. And I haven't ran at all this week either. I did have in my training plan a 4-mile run scheduled for this week, but my knee kind of started hurting and I just felt like my legs were super tired and I was like, I just want to give them rest. Like, I don't want to have my legs be tired the day of the run. I want to be like as fresh as possible. And the week before on Sunday, I had ran 6 miles. So it's only a week of not running. And when I look back at my previous long runs, when I felt my best was my 8.5-mile run. And I hadn't ran in over a week when I did my 8.5-mile run. So I feel like not running the week of is good for me, but obviously I'll let you guys know once the race day comes and how I feel. Listen to your body. My friend Julie is here because we're running it together, and my friend Caroline, who lives in Miami, is also running it with us. So this weekend, even though we probably should be like resting as much as we can, it's a busy weekend because our friends have things going on and we want to support them. So my friend Caroline, who is running the race tomorrow, is hosting a paddle event. It's a charity event called Smash the Silence, and it's to raise money for people that have been impacted by strokes. And her dad had a stroke a few years ago. It severely impacted their family, and now she started this charity event. This is the second year she's doing it, where she's raising money for awareness and for stroke victims. I'm so proud of her, and I'm so excited to support her at this paddle event. And then my friend Gigi, it was her birthday yesterday, and she wanted to do a boat day today. Usually on a boat day, that means I'm having a few drinks, but this boat day is going to still be a lot of fun, but I will not be drinking. So we're just gonna go have some fun in the sun. And this morning, Julie is making some protein pancakes. Went and got it for us. We just were on the boat as well. We had 1 beer, so I did drink. I said I wasn't gonna drink a single sip, and I did lie because I had 1 single beer, but Julie made a good point that we are carb loading and beers have carbs. So
it helps.
It actually is going to help us run tomorrow because we're not gonna feel bad after 1 beer at like 2 o'clock, but we're eating carbs. And now we are headed to our friend Caroline's paddle event. And we're gonna get ready first, head over there, and then hopefully, because we've been running around all day today, we'll be exhausted for tomorrow in a good way, like to go to sleep early so that we can wake up at like 4 a.m. And yeah, we picked up our bibs at the start and stop spot of the half marathon, so it got us a little hype for it.
When I really think about it, my heart starts racing, so I'm definitely a little nervous, and I've been waking up every night at 4 a.m.
Tonight we have to like lay out all of our clothes, make sure our headphones are charged, like everything that we're bringing is ready. I really don't want to do anything in the morning besides put on my outfit, eat my food, and
go.
But I'm excited. See you at the half tomorrow.
It was amazing. Caroline wanted to say some words.
I just wanted to thank all of you guys for coming today. Obviously, this is all benefiting the Stroke Foundation and for helping me plan everything, but
we're finally back home and we are carb loading. I feel like Julia and I are doing everything wrong.
Everything that people told us not to do.
We had a beer on the boat. It was literally 1 beer, whatever. Went to this like paddle event and it was like outside. We were on our feet. I got sunburned. Oh, I did buy this pouch. I don't want to be carrying my phone because on all my runs, I just hold my phone in my hand. But because I'm gonna have some running gels and I'm gonna have more than 2, which is the most that I've like held in my hand with my phone, I want to take this pouch. So I don't think this will bother me while I run.
Trust me, you'll be fine.
I'm gonna take 3 running gels. I feel like I shouldn't take the dates because I feel like the chewiness of it just won't be great. I was gonna bring dates instead of running gels.
No, don't change it, Natalie.
Well, I ran one run with dates.
And how was it?
It was fine.
Oh, okay then.
But I think I'm just gonna stick to the running gels. So I'm gonna take, some of them have caffeine in it and some don't, my running gels.
I've never taken one with caffeine.
Me either.
So I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna take these. I got them off Amazon. I've ran with them before and I never really noticed that big of a difference, but it also doesn't hurt. So I'm gonna bring 3 of them on my run, pack it up. I need to make sure my headphones are charged. What else? My watch is charged. We're gonna have a good run. We're making pasta carbonara and then we're gonna go to sleep because we have to wake up at like 4:15 or 4:30. Drinking an Element before I go to bed. This is the second Element of the day. And then I'll probably have one in the morning also when I wake up. This is the chocolate salt flavor. People think it's disgusting when you hear the name chocolate salt. It is the best Element flavor, I think. And if you like chocolate milk, it tastes exactly like chocolate milk. I'm debating but also between doing my hair tomorrow in just like a slick back ponytail or 2 little braids. Braids are really cute, but I feel like by the end of the marathon, they're gonna look like crap. So I might do my hair up, we'll see. Are you drinking an electrolyte before?
Yeah.
Will you make me one, please? Okay, we can take these in the car. Are you gonna eat like a banana or anything?
No, I don't think so. I'm like not hungry at all.
Me either.
I know we need to eat a little bit. But we have to chat. We don't need it to be anything, but.
It is 5:20 a.m. We're on our way to the half marathon, and Julie and I actually feel awake. Like,
I've never been more awake.
which is great because I was so tired when I woke up. Were you tired when your like alarm went off?
I like couldn't get up.
Yeah, no, I was exhausted when my alarm went off. I was like, is this a dream? Now I am awake and we're on our way. We ate a piece of toast with cream cheese and jam. That's been what I've been eating before my long runs. This is Julie's first time eating it, but I think she'll be fine. We're gonna do our stretches once we're there. And I decided to wear leggings today instead of shorts because it's actually cold. It's like 60 degrees and it's only gonna get up to like 63, 64 degrees throughout the run. And I used to run in leggings when I was training in like the middle of the summer in Miami, so I think I'm fine. But we're really excited. I'm not feeling nervous. I'm just like super excited to get it done. And again, I don't care about my pace as much. I'm really just trying to finish. Like ideally, I would like to finish in under 10 minute pace, but that's not the goal. Like, I'm not gonna kill myself if I don't, and I'm not gonna wear myself out and burn myself out if I don't hit the 10-minute pace mark. But I think in my ear, because I train with Renna, I think it's gonna tell me like speed up a little. So depending on how behind I am, if I am behind, I might turn that off just so I can enjoy the run. But I am excited. I'm nervous about the bridges because I've never ran in with hills before. But I think the view will be so pretty that it'll all be good. 1 mile down, 2 miles. 4 miles. Woo! 5 miles down. 6 miles. 7 miles. We're over. Halfway done. Mile 8. 9 miles. 10 miles. No, 11. Oh my gosh. Last mile. I finished my half marathon. I was so proud of myself. I'm still so proud of myself, and I wanted to add a little portion of this video to explain how I started training for my half marathon because I was not a runner. And when I say I was not a runner, I mean exactly a year ago today, I could not run more than a mile. Like, I did not grow up in sports. I did not grow up athletic. I did not grow up running. I would always look at my friends like they were crazy if they ever ran, and I just never thought I could do it. And running really intimidated me, especially long distances. I felt like maybe I could do a mile, but I could definitely not do more than like a 5K. Like, I did not think more than 3 miles was something in the cards for me. And so I wanted to challenge myself by running a 10K at first. So if you guys have been following me for a long time, I posted a lot about it on Instagram, but I was training for a 10K, and I trained for a 10K pretty much the same amount of time that I trained for my half marathon. And a 10K is only 6 miles, so it's really not that far. But when I tell you I couldn't run before, I was like, 6 miles is a marathon in my eyes. So I got some friends together and we all started training for a 10K. And I'm so glad I did that first. Like, I definitely think that you can start training directly for a half marathon from not running at all, but it instilled confidence in me when I was able to run 6 miles without stopping that I was going to be able to run a 13. And I was still very, very scared when I first started training for my half marathon, but I at least had that like 10K under my belt, and I ran the 10K in August. So really my running journey started in about June of last year. It hasn't even been a full year yet, and I was able to run a half marathon. I truly think running is so much more mental than it is physical, and it is all about like what you tell yourself. And I like wholeheartedly believe that, especially after being able to run a half marathon when was just like seemed like the most impossible task to me. That's a little backstory about how I started running. And then when it comes to the actual logistics of how I began training and what made me like be consistent, I could not recommend the app Runna enough. If you are a new runner or if you are looking for a running plan, you need Runna. This is not sponsored, but I did reach out to them and I am now an ambassador for them. So I do not get paid to say this. I just get a free membership. But if you want 2 weeks off, you can use my coupon code. I used it for my 10K. I paid for it. All my friends paid for it. I used it for my half marathon. Runna is the best app for training plans. I like it so much better than Nike Training Club or Running Club or whatever it is. I like it so much better than any other app that is out there that I looked at and tried in the very beginning. Runna just breaks it down in the most like customizable, made for you type of way. So you pretty much look up your race, you say the date of your race, how long you want to train for, what's realistic for you. Do you want to run 1 time a week, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, whatever it is. I chose 3 times a week because that was realistic for me, because I still wanted to do other workouts throughout the week. I didn't just want to run, because that's very important to me. I also said my estimated time, and don't worry if you don't know that, but it creates a plan for you. And in the plan, it has like all of the different runs you have to do, not just by distance, but also if they wanted to do like intervals or tapering or anything like that, it completely plans it out for you. And you can have a setting, which I always turned on, that tells you like in your ear, like speed up or slow down depending on your target pace. And then it estimates your target pace based on like how you've been running. So you don't have to know your target pace in the beginning. It's gonna like figure it out for you. And they have a coach that you can talk to. Like, this might seem like a Runna ad, but it's truly because I don't think I would have been able to run this without Runna, and it was the best thing that I could have signed up for and done, and all my friends love it as well. So I got all my friends on it that we were training with. So that's how I came up with my plan. But also I want to say listen to your body, because there were some runs that I skipped. So I did skip some runs if I was feeling extra tired, if I was traveling. I didn't want to like stress myself out or beat myself up if I was going to skip a run, but I made sure that I was still consistent throughout. So there was like 2 weeks where I skipped my short runs, but I showed up for my long run at least. So the ones that I did show up for, I wanted to still like instill that confidence in me. So I made sure it was the long runs that I ran instead of my short runs. The week of my half marathon, it had me running 4 miles, but I was just like, my legs were tired, and I was like, I do not think this is what my body needs. I think my body actually needs like a full week of rest before I run my half marathon. So I skipped that last run, and honestly, I'm so glad that I did. So you're gonna start to be more in tune with your body as you keep running, and you're gonna be able to adjust your plan based off of that. But for the most part, I ran 90% of my runs. I think there was maybe like 4 or 5 runs that I skipped total. So I definitely made sure to stick to the plan, and I was training for 12 weeks and running 3 runs a week. I also think having like accountability groups and someone that you are sharing your run with is really important, or at least really helpful. So for me, I had 2 of my friends running the half with me. I would always make sure to text my boyfriend as well, all of my runs. And if you guys have seen, I was posting more reels, more stories, just like posting more about my run. And I know some people are like, oh my God, no one cares about your run. Why are you posting it? don't listen to them. I care, and I know the importance of like sharing it and like showing up for yourself and kind of using your followers to like show that you are running, to hold yourself accountable. Like, whatever science that is, whatever psychology that is, it works. So post about it, tell people you're doing it, and I really think that that's gonna make you continue on the days where you're like, I could just quit and no one would even know I was training for a half marathon. And post half marathon, I didn't really film much, but I was sore for about 2 days, like really sore. Like my legs were really sore, my butt was really sore, like I was super sore for 2 days after. But by the 3rd day, I was able to work out again, and I have not been on a run since. I think I'm gonna take a few months off of running for a little bit because it does take a toll on my body, and I just like want to take a break. And again, listen to your body. But I would love to do another half marathon. Like I would love to do the New York City half. I would love to do the Disney World half. Like I would just love to continue to do half marathons. I don't think I will do a marathon solely because the training is just like very intense and I just don't want to do it. However, never say never. I also said I would never run a half, and here we are. But at this moment, the half was so much fun. I felt so accomplished. I loved doing it with my friends, but I don't see myself doing a full marathon. I do see myself doing more halves and training for it, so I'm not going to become like a running influencer, but I definitely want to inspire you guys to run and share my journey as well as I continue on it. So if you guys have any questions, just leave them down below. And I just wanted to kind of like end this video with a little recap to make sure that I answered any of your questions or any questions that I would have when I was watching like beginner runner videos. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I'm so proud of me, Caroline, and Julie, and stay tuned for the next race that we run. Bye guys.